Hey everyone. So I'm really excited because I finally hooked up my DSLR camera to my computer so I can do live streams with my camera. So this is really exciting for me. And I wanted to talk about one of the most powerful things that you can do. All right. So this channel touches on a lot of topics, but I do talk a lot about women empowerment and things of that nature. So I wanted to bring up a comment that I recently got on one of my videos, my most recent video, on how to stop being a nice girl, right? And I got this comment. It really touched me, and I was like, I'm going to make another video and talk about one of the most powerful things women can do to position themselves to be in control of their lives, their fates, and have better options in life. All right. So, again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you can hear me, please hit the chat so I can know you guys are here. But anyway, I'm gonna read this comment so that you guys can get a better idea of kind of like what I'm going to be addressing in this video. Okay. All right. Hey, Purple Lover. Hey, girl. Let me say, hey, Purple Lover. What's going on? Anyway. All right. So let me read this comment. So Carly Dow says, I'm definitely interested in more of your videos like this. I'm sick and tired of seeing the oppression of women in today's society, and I feel it's getting worse. After recently separating from my now ex-partner, I definitely need the empowerment and confidence boost, as I was very oppressed and disrespected by him. Keep up the great work, and please keep spreading awareness to all women out there. I've shared this video to my friends who would totally agree 110% in what you're saying, and I've also liked, subscribed. Love and light to you, boss girl. So thank you so much, Carly Dow. Thank you. But yeah, so I mean, when it comes to women and ways in which we can approach navigating the very treacherous fields of misogyny, patriarchy, and sexism, and how we can empower ourselves, but also possibly have very fulfilling relationships, one of the most powerful things you can do is put yourself first and make sure you don't, how do I say this? Make sure you don't fall for the traps set for you and end up hating yourself. And what I mean when I say that is make sure you don't end up internalizing the sexism, internalizing the patriarchy, internalizing the misogyny, right? I see a bunch of women who will, in an attempt to grasp that male validation that they seek so badly, they oftentimes will side with men and say, yeah, women have to do this, women have to conform to all of these expectations, women. And they really believe it, right? It's not like they're saying conform to these expectations in order to get ahead or to advance your own agenda. It's like, follow these expectations and conform to these expectations in order to please men, right? And it's never, women are not programmed or taught to please themselves or do what is in their best interest. So when I say the most powerful thing you can do is to refuse to hate yourself, refuse to internalize the rules, the canons, the structures that all work to make you subservient, or all, that all work to make you feel as though you are less than, or you should be in service of a group of people that you're not a part of. That's what I mean when I say refuse to hate yourself. That's what I mean. Like, put yourself first. If you find yourself acting in a way that prioritizes other people and not yourself, and it's automatic and it's unconscious and you're not even thinking about it, then you may be internalizing structures that do not prioritize you or benefit you. Okay. All right. Now let me read some of these comments. Okay. So Purple Lover, great to see you too, Purple Lover. I'm just excited to use my DSLR camera for the first time. on the live stream. But so Purple Lover says, I'm wonderful as always. Okay, Purple Lover. You see, so you say, I think it's so important we take Belquist advice from American Gods and make sure we aren't attaching our identities to how others see us. We must own and control our own reality and identities. Definitely. And that will take us sitting down and taking the time to really analyze and think about our own behaviors and really sitting down, isolating ourselves to do that hard inward work, reflecting, analyzing, and also imagining, right? Like imagining your life not outside of the constructs of serving other people or being of service to other people or upholding something that oppresses you, upholding ideals, upholding structures, upholding norms that were not put in place to empower you. You know, they weren't put in place with your best interest in mind, right? So anytime someone tells you that, you know, you should be doing all this free labor, whether that be domestic labor, intimate labor, emotional labor for a man, when we know very well that a lot of men are out here, you know, behaving in a way that upholds structures that are detrimental to us, then we really need to sit down and rethink, well, why am I rewarding the people who are suppressing me? Like, why am I rewarding the people that are actively behaving in a way that puts me lower in the pecking order, in the social hierarchy, right? Why am I doing this? And I think we should, you know, withhold these rewards that we give to people who do not have our best interests in mind, right? Make sure we don't, you know, give our time, energy, and attention to people who do not have our best interests in mind or causes. Hey, KK, how are you? How are you doing? But anyway, I just wanted this to be a quick video, and I wanted to try out the DSLR camera for the first time. I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about this camera. I'm excited. But hey Sophie. So Sophie says, I find it so weird how people would hate on you for simply saying I like myself just because they're insecure about themselves. No wonder they find it weird when we end up fully prioritizing ourselves. But the thing is, we're not programmed to do that as women. I mean, like, you think about, there's just two factors, right, Sophie? There are two factors. The first factor is that women have children. So we have a very nurturing nature about us, and it's intrinsic, it's innate, because we are literally biologically wired to be nurturing, because we are the ones that have to nurture small children into functioning human beings. And we all know people who have not had mothers who were nurturing and loving, oftentimes they're not functional. Like they end up having a bunch of, you know, mental challenges. They end up not developing the social skills needed, the self-esteem needed to be a functional human being, right? So on one hand, we're nurturing by nature. On the other hand, we're often conditioned to be nurturing and selfless in society, right? Like, this whole idea that women should be, you know, giving up their domestic, intimate, and emotional labor for free to men who don't provide. I mean, I think it's absurd, right? But anyway, hey, certain exposures. What camera did I get? So I've always had this camera. I just didn't know how to hook it up as a webcam, pretty much. I didn't know how to hook it up to my streaming. I'm gonna have to end this live soon because my camera, oh my gosh, I didn't charge it well enough before I jumped online. But it's a DSLR. It's an EOS Rebel T6i. So yeah, I'm excited about this camera because I'm like, yo, I'm in business now. I'm in business. I got a StreamYard. I got this camera. Thank you, Sophie. The camera quality is great. You look lovely. Thank you. I appreciate it. So let's see. Hey, Apple girl. Hey, everyone. Oh my gosh, certain exposures, you're so nice. Okay, Purple 11 says, Sophie, I don't find it weird. People always project their inner struggles on the outside world, including the other folks. That's very true. That's very true, Purple 11. That's super true. So certain exposure says that way you can avoid losing battery. Okay. So you saying, hey, buy a wired battery on Amazon. Okay, I'll look that up. I looked that up, certain exposures. Thank you. But anyway, ladies, like I said, the most powerful thing you can do is refuse to hate yourself, refuse to see yourself as a servant to others, put yourself first, do things in your best interest. And this is literally the most powerful thing you can do, because once you take on this mindset of, no, I am going to do what is in my best interest, it's going to be real hard to take advantage of your labor. It's going to be very hard to suppress you. It's going to be very hard to deter you from getting what you came to get, whatever that is. You know, it's going to be very hard to hold you back in anything that you do. Okay? Put yourself first. And we're not taught this. As women, we're not taught this. We're taught the exact opposite, actually. We're taught to be selfless. And being selfless has its place. Like, I do encourage you to be selfless towards your children and those who you know have your best interest in mind. Family who you know will have your back and have your best interest in mind. Friends who you know have your back and have your best interest in mind, right? Be selfless. But in general, especially when you're meeting new people, gaining new acquaintances, put yourself first. Have an agenda. Because trust me, a lot of the people that you will be interacting with, especially men, have an agenda. You know, I've said this before, men do not approach you because it's a lovely day outside that day. No, they approach you because they have an agenda. They're trying to get something from you. They're trying to gain something from you. So you make sure you have to have an agenda as well. Because what happens when you have two people that meet, one has an agenda and the other does not? Someone's going to be exploited. Someone's going to be taken advantage of, right? Let me look at these comments. This is not a video about Joe Biden. Please stop asking me about him. Okay. So Purple Lover says, yeah, have boundaries and standards. Don't let others tell you who you are and what it is that you should desire. Exactly. Figure that out for yourself. All right. Like one of the ladies I love here says, Master Fundi, if you be good to yourself, and you will be good to others. Hey, La Princess. Hey, girl. All right. But anyway, I got to go, guys. My camera's about to die, but I just wanted to come address this comment that I got from a new subscriber, Carly Dow. Leave me comments if you have any questions, and I'll be doing more videos where I will be addressing your comments or questions and highlighting you guys. So just leave comments, and I'll be highlighting you. And I'm excited about this new camera that I got hooked up finally to my live stream. I'm really excited about that. So that's that. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And I have to go. I have to leave before this camera dies, y'all. I gotta leave before this camera dies. But anyway, it's good to see you guys. And come through, leave a comment, and we can have more discussions like this. Okay. All right. Bye. See you later.